What's really good? Today, I'm finally talking about what the fuck happened to the channel. For those of you who've been with us relatively early, you know, I say us, still a habit. I started this channel with my brother, and we would go back and forth, and I would have him react to metal, and then he would have hip-hop tracks for me to react to. And then we'd have a conversation about it. So that was a fun dynamic that we had. And then a couple months ago, both of us at about the exact same time just had huge issues and, life changes occur at the same time. So my brother's transmission went out, so he had to hustle to get his vehicle fixed. On top of the fact that, as you may know if you watch some of our videos, he mentioned that he had a painting business that was doing really well, and he lost that as well because his partner screwed him over, basically. So he also had to look for a new job at basically the same time. And on my end, same thing, my car broke down, so I had to replace the front end, basically the front axle of my vehicle, which is pretty expensive. So same story, had to work my ass off to get the money for that. And then my work schedule drastically shifted, which really limited my availability to be able to go all the way over to my brother's house to shoot these videos. So you might have noticed my brother's been absent lately, and it's really just due to the schedule. So I'm sure you've noticed, I'm still trying to put out these videos and make sure I'm getting good content out to you guys, but it's been, spotty and sporadic. So I'm working on, really getting the rhythm down and doing this. And my brother may jump in a video from time to time if we happen to be able to link up. But dude is working his way up in a new company, on top of he's got 4 kids with 1 on the way. So he's a really busy dude, so it's super unlikely that he gets back to doing this, for any consistent basis. On top of all that, he's also been super busy with his music. He's kind of refocused on, putting out new music and kind of getting himself out there. So if you want to see what my brother's up to, he just released a couple real nice tracks.
Those words of doubt, claiming they don't bring you down. Don't you deny it, girl. I hear you screaming. I know that you need it badly. Need your body, in exchange for some foreplay. And just tell me when you're feeling, I'll be on my way. All I need is your body, girl, your body, in exchange for some foreplay.
So you can check him out on SoundCloud, Facebook, all that stuff. I'll put the links in the description below. So that's really his passion, is actually creating his own music. So definitely as busy as he is, I don't want to take away from that. When again, that's his focus. If he happened to have a lot of free time and he could do both, that would be great. But again, 4 kids, 1 on the way, in the middle of a major job change, makes it really hard to do. So you only have so much time in a day. So he's out there just hustling and working super hard, for his family, and just to get, the things that he's trying to accomplish within his own life and dreams, done. So I'm just trying to, re-get the flow here. Before I had, my brother to bounce off of. So that made it really easy for me to, give off, my thoughts and opinions and stuff. So now I've just got the camera. So I'm doing my best to, develop that flow and my, ability to speak to the camera in an interesting way. So thank you guys so much for your patience, both in the lack of content and also while I really work to make these videos interesting for you guys. I already know the last couple of them I put out while I was editing these things. I'm like, man, I got to step my game up quick because these are almost like watching fucking paint dry. So my bad. I know. Something I recognize, and I'm doing my best to improve it. I'm just trying to find that balance between not being boring and not being super fucking over the top ridiculous, you know, which is definitely something that I want to avoid. I want to try and be, you know, authentic, obviously. So that's the balance I'm working on now. So once again, I just wanted to give you guys, you know, this update. Those of you who's been with us from the start have been asking and wondering, you know, what's going on with the channel. And I've been saying, you know, in the comments replying, you know, I'll go into detail once my brother and I could, you know, sit down and shoot some video, which again is just becoming harder and harder to do with everything we've both got going on. So once again, just really want to thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Like I said, doing my best to really get this channel going again, and then just make sure that the stuff that I'm bringing to you is interesting. So if you have any suggestions, of course, always throw out a request as well for a track, but any suggestion for content that you would like to see, definitely drop it in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.